the scripture in Exodus. It's in Exodus 34. I think everybody probably knows what I'm going to talk about. It is this one here. Let's get to it. Here we go. Am I sharing? Yes, I'm sharing. Right, it's this one here. So, it says in Exodus 34:14, I'm using New King James Version just for easy reading. For you shall worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Now, we know further on in Exodus, it says, for I'm a jealous God. Right? If anybody thinks God's name is jealous, which I believe it's a Mandela effect, a lot of people would say no. But my feelings is a Mandela effect and the Bible's been changed. For nefarious causes, I think it's the devil. Other people say devil, different, but I think it's the devil. But this one, as you can see, for you shall worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Now, I do not think God's name is jealous. I remember when I first heard of saying, for I am a jealous God to do with idols and that. When I first heard that, I thought, that can't be right in the first place. But then, because you don't think of God being jealous, why would he be jealous? He's the Almighty. He's got nothing to be jealous about. He's got nothing to covet, you know? So, but then you look at the context. It's he goes on about there should be no other gods before me. It's about people worshiping idols and stuff. You know, so if you look at if you look at the context of it, it was about, like I say, it was about worshiping idols. So it's a description of like it's how serious to take it. You know, like you shall have no other gods before me. I am a jealous God, sort of thing. God's character is not jealous. You know, so, like I say, I'll look at the context here. I'll go up a few lines up from 11. Say, observe what I command you this day. Behold, I am driving out from before you the Amorite and the Canaanite and the Hittite and the Perizzite and the Hivite and the Jebusite. Take heed to yourself, lest you make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land where you are going, lest it be a snare in your midst. But you shall destroy their altars, break their sacred pillars, and cut down their wooden images. For you shall worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Now, yeah, we could say God is a jealous God just in that one thing, because he says to have no other gods before me. It's about, look at the context, it's about idols, having idols, making covenants with the inhabitants of that place who worship idols. He tells people to get rid of them, smash their wooden images and stuff. So, yeah, in that instance, yeah, I understood why it says, "For I am a jealous God." But for his name to be jealous, that's ridiculous. I mean, sometimes names, especially biblically, I mean, I don't know so much about God, but names kind of describe your it could be like your occupation, it could be a bit describe your character or a part of your personality. I mean, look at Jacob, who turned into Israel. Israel meaning wrestles with God or struggles with God. Um, that was he struggled with God throughout his life. So names can describe something in your life, you know, and in your character, an attribute you've got. So do you really, or even an occupation like a Fletcher, an archer, some things like that? Do you really think God's occupation is jealous? Do you really think he's envious of anything? God has got no reason to be envious. But when it comes to the idol thing, I can understand why it says it, you know. But yeah, that's just all I want to say. That if people think God's name is jealous, then oh wow, they've got a lot a lot of Bible reading and praying to God and asking for discernment, because God's name is not jealous. Yes, it says he is a jealous God, and at one point I think it would have said whose name for the Lord your God, whose name is Yahweh, maybe, is a jealous God, but not whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. God is not jealous. God is not envious. Right? Right, guys, this is just a quick one to say how I felt on this scripture. Just remember, he who the Son sets free is free indeed. Bless you guys, and I'll talk to you next time.